Really long poems?
One is not that long. The one I memorized.
No, you can do a few poems.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
This microphone smells really bad.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
It's just years and years of drunk people shouting into it. Once again, you're all at Funcheon Friends open mic. My name's John Funcheon, and everyone here is a friend of mine. So, if anybody wants to perform or do anything, if you want to read a poem, if you want to come up here and fart to the microphone for 5 minutes, I have a list. And if you can fart for 5 minutes straight, I applaud you.
How's it going? How's everyone? Doing good? Doing
Good.
That's awesome. I'm going to read a poem from the top of my head by Frank O'Hara. He's an inspiration to me. He's long dead, but he lives on. His poem is called For Grace After a Party. You do not always know what I am feeling. Last night in the warm spring air while I was blazing my tirade against someone who doesn't interest me, it was love for you that set me afire. And isn't it odd? For in rooms full of strangers, my most tender feelings writhe and bear the fruit of screaming. Put out your hand. Isn't there an ashtray? Suddenly, there, beside the bed. And then someone you love enters the room and says, wouldn't you like the eggs a little different today? And when they arrive, they are just plain scrambled eggs, and the warm weather is holding. The next one is a villanelle that I wrote. It's all overheard phrases and little impressions and things like that. So this villanelle kind of has, you have no idea. It's called Say Hi. I have a ton of things in my closet, including my sexuality. How do you spell illegitimate? They gave me Vicodin. Listen to this shit. Victoria, you know you be partying, girl. Because fucking is the only thing I'm good at. I have a ton of things in my closet, including my sexuality. Tony learned how to pee by the way it sounded. True story. I want to get trashed tonight. Listen to this shit. Thank you for knocking, etc., etc. Where shall I find paradise? I have a ton of things in my closet, including my sexuality. You were singing in your sleep last night. He thinks there are boys and girls. Listen to this shit. Did you just soil yourself? Yes, that's right. I have a ton of things in my closet, including my sexuality. Listen to this shit.
All right, that was Tony Ramsteader. Only two? You don't have another one, Tony?
I have one, yeah.
You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Come on, that only took like a couple minutes. You can do another one.
This is an erasure poem that I'm just going to read. I'm not sure how that actually works out, but it will. What this is an erasure, so I'll just read it. It's from the Interpreter of Maladies. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning novel. It's really good. It's a collection of short stories, actually. But anyway, it goes like this, and I erased some words. Mystery. When it was early enough to hold him before grieving asleep. His skin, just like yours in the night. Now, her face with sorrow drunk in the middle of the day, had known life against his chest in a darkened room, held him and took him away that day that he still loved her life a surprise, and his on top of her still warm, arm in arm. He had turned the lights off. She came. They wept together for the things they now knew.
Alrighty. Anso, are you ready?